Hi again guys, and welcome back to another Big Al's Big Workout. And today's workout is going to be a classic powerlifting combination of doing squats and deadlift in the same workout, but we're going to bring in some bodybuilding principles because we're going to do the two movements together as a superset, so no rest in between. You deadlift and you go straight into squat whilst tired. And to warm up, just to work the grip, I started off with Saxon deadlifts and I did 5 sets of 5 on 50 kilograms. Now the important thing to note as well is that when I come to do the deadlifts, they're all done using the overhand grip. And why? Well, it's because I wanted to limit the amount of weight that I would lift. I didn't want to go too heavy today because I'm still carrying a small bicep tail on my left bicep. So just to, slow things down a bit, it's overhand grip. So the opening set was on 60 kilograms, single plate aside. We've just done the deadlifts and now we're moving to the squats. The reppage I wanted to keep relatively low as well, so just 4 reps per movement before then, of course, going up in weight. These are still kind of warm-up weights. Normally I wouldn't even do 80 kilos. Normally I go straight from 60 to 100 kilos. But obviously doing the two combined, you'd be surprised actually how much it hits your heart. And at the end of the day, deadlift, even though it's traditionally seen as a back movement, really is actually, one could argue, a leg movement. There's a lot of legs involved, so it's a fantastic way to just really hit the quads. So we're up to what I call my gold standard, 100 kilos. This is a sort of weight like I normally just like to start warming up on, 2 plates aside. Saves faffing around on the lighter weights, but say today's working the grip and it's working the volume. So we started off lighter, but this is where things start to get, half decent. Watching this back now, I just really am getting the itch and the urge to just go on that bar and just do 3 sets of 20. This is the kind of volume work I like to do on this weight. It's heavy enough to work the muscles, but you can still do a hell of a lot of reps on it normally. So when it comes to overhand deadlift, I think my best I've ever lifted is around 150 kilograms. So 120 is getting there now. It's getting close. Yeah, I can certainly feel it on the hands just a wee bit. So the next set after this will be my final set on deadlifts on 140 kilos. I do 1 rep and I kind of try to do a second rep and fail it. So I just switch my hands around on the next set, as you see. As you can see though, the level of ease for squats is undisputable. So what I do, because I love squats so much, what I decided to do is, instead of just carrying on with doing squat for the rest of the warm-up, I decided to do kind of one last set, and I stayed on 140 kilos and just did a single set of 10, just to, as I say, get a little bit of cardio working along with everything else. So surprised at how much it hit, to be honest, because normally I wouldn't feel that weight for that kind of reppage, but obviously all this work done before, it does it, it really does it. You just sort of fail there on the deadlift, so you see I swapped my hands around to alternate grip here. So I ended up doing sort of 5.5 reps here on the deadlift before then, as I say, going on to do a set of 10 on the squat. Now, important thing to note is that at the end of this workout, I then went and did 3 last sets on leg extension. So I went to failure on all 3 sets, just hitting volume, hitting different types of eccentric pauses and stuff like this. But I didn't film it. I wanted to be boring on screen, so this will be where I leave you now. Enjoy the rest of the squats and I'll see you next week sometime. And thanks for coming to watch Big Al Big Week. Yeah, buddy!
Take me, baby! Yeah!